Hi, I just thought I'd just give an insight as to how the strategy behind the program works for the Viola Mentorship Academy. Ideally, you get a group of kids that are all one unit, but um, I've prepared for a group that might have cliques within the group. So, say if we're talking about 12 children, there might be three groups of four. These four don't particularly get on with those four, and those eight don't get on with the other four. So you could effectively have different groups. So the idea and the strategy is to identify that in week one and who the alpha players are and who the quiet sit at the background people are, and just to assess. And then from there, what I do is I break those groups up and I get them to work in groups that are not their comfort circles, and then they get to work with different people. If they have any sort of discrepancies or hold any um, bad feelings to each other, I'll identify that and I'll lay down the law that there's to be no bullying or whatever here, and the idea is to get you guys to work with other people and bury the hatchet and all your differences. So what I'll do in order to do that is I create challenges where everyone gets to be successful and everyone gets to have moments of vulnerability. That being, some exercises will favor those who are lighter and athletic and agile, and they might, um, you know, um, they might have the tendency to sort of look down on those who struggle. So what I've done is I've created different programs and challenges. If you are good at that agile, agility, athletic exercise or task, you will definitely fail the next one, because the next one is based on power, strength, and just strength capacity. So you don't need to be agile. You don't need to be. So the big guys will have the opportunity to shine. The small athletic people will have the opportunity to shine, but they all have an opportunity to fail. And the whole idea is to fail in front of each other. And the philosophy there is you will not mock each other because you will be next. And they will learn to encourage because they know they could very well be the weak link in the very next task. So it's to create an even keel. And what you'll find is they'll be supportive, they'll get more encouraging of each other, and then they'll actually form uh, relationships and connections. And what you find is by the end of week 8, depending on how long we go, week 8, week 9, they will be a unit. They will be one unit, and they don't care for so much for their clique anymore, because they've all had to fail in front of each other. They've all had moments where they've triumphed in front of each other, but ideally they've learnt to support each other in the fails because they know I've been there and I could be the next one on day 2. So it's to create a humility amongst the team that will bring them together, working together, and then what will happen is they'll take that into the next term. There'll be a clique, one whole clique. There'll be a group, no longer small groups. There'll be one group, and they'll keep each other accountable, and they'll tap each other on the shoulder and say, "Why were you at school?" Or make sure you're at school, or "Hey, bro, we're gonna go play some touch." They'll want to be in each other's company because they've formed relationships outside of their small clique. So that's the strategy. And so far, with the Kelston pilot, it worked to a treat. They are one group now, and they all go to school. Term 4 has been a real turnaround, as you've read in the letter from Margaret Rasmussen, that they are a different bunch of guys. So hopefully we can continue that philosophy and strategy. Thank you.